You ever notice how all of a sudden in a split second people just boom, they pop and they just get nuts? They seem to be calm and quiet and cool and what you call normal and average. All of a sudden just something sets them off and just go, especially you see it in traffic. You know, the real reason what is going on there is that that's who they really are, but the rest of the entire time they've just been having a facade, like pretending to be nice and calm and positive and all that stuff. See, you can adopt a different type of character or personality, but if you're not genuine about it, like in other words, you're not genuinely honest about wanting to change, like you really recognize the necessity within yourself for change, then you're just going to filter that stuff out. You're going to like, okay, yeah, I'll just do it just to make everybody happy and shut them up. But really inside, you're still always going to be yourself. And then you're going to reach that point where it's like, I got to be myself. So what people do is they pretend to be nice, and especially good-looking people, young people, pretend to be nice, all that nonsense, phony smiles, plastic and everything. But when something happens, boom, that's when the true nature of the person comes out. I'll never forget when I was on Facebook, all of these supposed spiritualists, peace and love and chakras and all that garbage and nonsense. But as soon as you disagreed with something that they said, oh my God, all hell broke loose. The talons, the fangs, the claws, it all came out. It's like, how dare you, I was like, wow, look at this. Disingenuous spiritualists living in a meditative Buddha bubble, pretending as if they're incapable of being negative. And if I don't align myself with your belief systems, oh, that's it. Then I have to be destroyed. And it's the same thing with these people that are phonies out there pretending to be nice and happy. But the moment something happens, boom. The nature of human beings is such that they are all natural born killers. You're just another animal that occupies the face of the earth. Just because you have technology and satellites doesn't mean anything in comparison to what the universe is all about. It means nothing. This is archaic technology in comparison to what extraterrestrials utilize constantly. So I know you believe this stuff is like cutting edge and how this is brand new iPhone 29 and all that garbage that you pay like $8,000 for a phone. You wait on the line for like 21 days. That's another thing I can't wrap my head around. I remember years ago, people waited on a line for 8 days for the PlayStation 2 or something like that. I was like, Jesus, God Almighty. I mean, talk about having just an empty skull, no brain, not even an active brain cell. Who in their right mind would stand on a line for a plastic box made in China by some 7-year-old slave in a factory? It's ridiculous. Now I heard they were like a couple of years ago, they waited on a line for 3 weeks for like, I think the new iPhone or some nonsense like that. And they wonder why it's so easy for this cult to control you guys. You make it so easy for them. It's ridiculous. One guy, I remember when the Phantom Menace came out in Star Wars, he pitched a tent in front of the theater 1 year before the movie came out. I was like, and you wonder why it's so easy for them to control all of you. You don't offer any resistance with this stuff because you're pretending to be happy. That's the facade. But inside, you're negative and angry and miserable and low vibrational. And that's how they control you. Because if you were actually high vibrational, they wouldn't be able to control you. You could see people nowadays. Nobody smiles anymore. They don't hug and kiss. There's no public displays of affection anymore. Nothing. It's all gone. It's just like it was socially unacceptable. So we will not do it now. We will not be human beings. Now we will be robots. And that's just gone. I'm like, wow, it's so sad. But it will come back though, because the newer generations that haven't been born yet, they're going to bring the earth back. And this system is going to crumble and decay, and it's just going to be broken down. It'll be replaced by something else, hopefully better, perhaps in my lifetime. I'd love to live to see it, but if not, hey, it is what it is, such is life. But anyway, if you're going to really do something, like my father told me, there's 2 ways in life, the easy way, the hard way. Make it easy on yourself by being genuine, like you really want this thing to be, positive and that you need to see change in yourself. Because if not, you're just going to stay the same. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. The rest of the world sucks. They're all idiots. No, you're a part of the world. This is a collective you see here. Your energy is being utilized as well. You're contributing to it and participating just like everybody else. That's what you see here. So you got to recognize that just as much as everybody else should change, you have to change too. Because just like everybody, when they drive the car, they think that they drive the car perfect and everybody else is crazy. Perception is a crazy thing. It's what I refer to as selective memory. You know, like if you've done some crazy, real bad things in the past and people bring it up and throw it in your face, like, I don't remember that. I don't remember this. I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. And they can literally show video of you doing these horrible, oh, I had nothing to do with that. You know, I mean, that's just how the mind works. It's always going to absolve itself from any implications of wrongdoing, and it'll go to any extent to do that by erasing away all the bad stuff. Malignant narcissists are great at this. This is how to gaslight people. You know, but still, I remember one time there was a show called Bait Car. It was like 20 years ago, or whatever it was. This is when I used to watch that garbage. This young kid broke into the car. It was a bait car, you know. Broke into the car. They drove it like 6 blocks, and the cops shut it down. The whole thing was filmed, by the way. There's cameras in the car, cameras outside the car. So then the cops get up to the side of the driver's side. He said to the cops, "Yo, man, I didn't have nothing to do with this," and he was freaking adamant about it. That is how crazy the mind is. You know what I mean? That's how crazy people are. So this is why they hide the negative evil in them. Oh, hi, I'm smiling, good looking, all that garbage. And then when something actually happens to set them off, it's not actually setting them off. It's actually turning on who they really are. That mask, that metaphorical mask comes off. The facade is gone, and you'll see their true face. If you want to ever see somebody who they really are, alcohol is the greatest inhibition remover. When you see somebody drunk, that's who they really are. Absolutely. When they're sober, they can play pretend games and hide away the evil inside. You know, but you can't hide energy, because I could look at somebody and I could read exactly who and what they are, because I read right through the heart. And if there's no heart, then they're dead and empty and cold inside. And that's just the way it is, you know. But anyway, if you really want to work on being positive and you really want to make this a concerted effort, that you really actually want to accomplish this and be different and change your life exponentially, then you really have to recognize that there's things in you that have to change. And you as a person, you just have to change, because then your environment, your immediate environment, it won't change, because it's always going to provide you with the vibrational equivalent transmission of what you're sending it. Like, in other words, if I'm sending love, 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 your immediate vibrational environment will be sending love, love, love. It's not a mirror. It's an echo. It's an echo. So that's basically what it is. So you want to vibrate high? Stay that way. You want to vibrate low? It's your choice, but you're going to receive what you're sending. What you get out is what you put in. You know, you are as much a projector as you are a viewer. And that's the way the universe works.